What's happening, guys? Macbook here. In this video I'm going to talk about one of my favorite and best looking brands of camera bags. This down here is the Astoria bag. The main reason why I'm creating a video about this is because this bag has been out for a while, but when I was searching around for a camera bag to use for a particular set of purposes, I only found one video and it was a little bit difficult to hear. So right now it's 2017, it's May 2017. I was actually just out on an Ona and Leica sponsored photo walk out in San Francisco. And I didn't bring my Ona bag, mostly because my Ona bag, this Ona bag is actually their biggest one that they make. It's been out for many years, and I was actually planning on going around and shooting with a rangefinder for the photo shoot, for the photo walk, which I did. So I shot with my Fuji X100F, and that worked out fine, but I needed something to carry my boosted board. So check out my video about that, about how I carry around my boosted board in case you do ride one around town and want to carry around photo gear. Okay, anyways, back to the Ona bag. Let's scroll down here. This is the biggest bag they make. It's been out for many years. It's also the heaviest. They don't make a leather version of this bag. This is the only version that they seem to make. So this is a really heavy canvas, and as you can see, it looks really nice. The amount of wear that you see on here is very minimal, and I will mention there are a couple of things that I wish I knew before I got this bag. One of them is that it's really easy to scratch up the view, scratch up the surface, meaning that it shows up easily on a bag, just scuffs just show up. I don't know if you can easily remove that. It could be if you just wax it up again, but if that's something that bothers you and you need something that looks impeccable all the time, this is not the type of bag for you. But the quality of construction is actually fantastic. This here is actually really thick canvas, and the quality definitely shows through. The straps are all full-on leather. This appears to be brass. I'm not 100% sure, but everything feels like it should for such an expensive bag. Now, if we talk about prices, it's going to be about $300 some for this bag alone, which is not cheap. Now, let me go over what you get with it. One thing that you know if you go on the site is there's actually some nice pictures about this bag. The thing that they don't share with you about this bag is that they didn't update the information about it. So back then they talked about fitting in a 13-inch laptop, but what I was able to find was that I fit in my 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro just fine. This is the 2012 version. I've had it for 5 years. It works out pretty well. So even if you buy a newer one from 2017 and onwards, 2016 model and onwards, you're going to find that the 15-inch laptop actually fits just fine in here. So that's something important to note. Another thing I found out about this bag, and this is not that great, is that they really only have a few dividers in here. So what that means is that with a few dividers in here, if you plan on carrying a lot of lenses that are mirrorless, that tend to be a little bit smaller, you're going to have a hard time organizing them, protecting them from scuffing each other. So you're going to have to get some new dividers. Like what I did, I took some dividers from my other bag and stuck them in here so that I can adjust it as necessary. For this trip, I actually only have a mirrorless system with me and the X100F. This is a Peak Design, I think capture lens or something that allows me to switch lenses real quickly. I have two full-on SLR lens sizes on here along with the adapter. That's what I have on this one side. And I used this for one event. I was able to fit over 40 some pounds on here. It is not something you want to carry around all day. So keep that in mind. This bag is definitely sturdy enough to carry all your heavy and expensive glass with no problem. However, if you do have smaller lenses and you need to divide and section these up a little bit better, you're going to have to add on new dividers. Okay, so that's the inside of the bag. They've got a few dividers in there. Plan on adding some more. On the front, there's a zippered compartment that you can stash stuff in here. Stash in filters, pamphlets, business cards. There's not a whole lot of organization otherwise in a bag other than these two main pockets. There's no real organization here. It's just one big main pocket over here and two small pockets over here on the side. And in the front two pockets, I actually keep the round this in case, a GoPro case that fits my chargers, batteries, etc. And it actually fits, I fit two of them on each side. They're a little bit more bulkier, but it works out okay. On the side pocket, I actually carry Instax's Fuji SP2 printer for this event. Obviously, you can fit in flashes and anything that is roughly about 2 to 2 to maybe 3 inches because it expands a little bit. One really cool part about these side pockets, which I'll show in a separate part, is that there's actually magnetic clasps. Same thing at the back side over here, which allows you to go ahead and stick in something flat, you know, paper, pamphlets. I suppose you can stick in filters and stuff. I just used it to keep a magazine in there. But what happens is that it opens all the way through at the bottom. There's a zippered component that allows you to fit this right on top of a trolley or your rolling luggage. So that's a nice added feature on there. The top handle is, the top handle and the straps are all permanently attached. It's made of a nice thick cotton canvas material. If you want to have something a little bit more grippy, you're going to have to get a third-party thing that fits over it in order to use with this bag if you need an additional cushion. I didn't really find it needing that, and more of the problem has to do with mostly the weight. All right, so I got to say the quality of this bag is really great. I mean, for the price that you pay for it, which is over $300, $330, depending on wherever you're buying it, you see that the quality of construction, leather, and the materials is nice and classic, and is just fits the price just fine. So in these close-up shots here, I'm showing you a little bit closer what the bag looks like from left to the right. For this particular bag, I didn't get a whole lot of compliments. I definitely get more compliments when I'm using the leather version of it, but this does not come in a leather version. Maybe because this canvas version is already roughly 4 pounds, 3.7 pounds or such. But it is a really handsome bag. It is the biggest one that they make that is shoulder size. So if you like what you see here, I definitely recommend trying it out. All right, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. I know this is some information that I would have wanted to know when I was looking at this bag myself. Please like and subscribe. And if you are interested in this bag or anything else that I mentioned in this video, you will find links below in the description. Please use those links if you purchase something. It helps support this channel. I get a few pennies on a dollar. It doesn't cost you extra to use any of the affiliate links. Finally, this video is not sponsored by any of these companies here, even though I mentioned a bunch of them. These are just some of the companies that show products that I use or work with, or for instance, they sponsored a photo walk that I went on in May. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.